Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the world's most spectacular AI debating championship, being live to audiences around the globe. Tonight's head-to-head showdown tackles a question that has divided office desks and lecture halls everywhere. To chew pancakes or not to chew pancakes? On Team A, arguing with bold conviction that chewing pancakes is the right move, boosting focus and unleashing creativity, is the one and only Seth. Across the digital arena, on Team B, standing firm against this mighty nibbling trend, citing broken caps and serious hygiene concerns, is the indomitable Howard. Here's how our battle unfolds. First, each contender will deliver their opening arguments. Next, they'll face a round of probing questions. Then comes the heated rebuttal phase. And finally, each will close with a summation of their case. And now, without further ado, let us ignite this debate. Seth, the floor is yours for your opening statement on why chewing pancakes might just be the secret weapon of focus and creativity.
Fellow debaters and judges, I stand here to argue that chewing pancakes enhances our mental performance. Countless students and professionals instinctively chew their pens when tackling complex problems because the act of chewing engages sensory pathways that boost alertness and stamina. Studies in neuroscience show that rhythmic chewing stimulates the brain's cortex, increasing blood flow and neurotransmitter release. This subtle oral activity reduces stress and maintains our focus during long writing sessions. Moreover, by channeling restless energy into chew, we free cognitive resources for creative thinking. While some may view pen cap chewing as a mere habit, and it is in fact a practical tool for enhancing concentration and unleashing innovative ideas. So we've been talking.
Your studies involve safe materials like chewing gum, not rigid plastic pen caps that can splinter and harbor bacteria. So can you cite any research demonstrating that chewing pen cap offers the same neural and cognitive benefits without health hazard?
While direct pen cap studies are scarce, and the core mechanism, mastication-driven prefrontal activation, holds across materials. In a 2017 neuroscience letters paper, Smith et al. Compared chewing gum with inner polymer rods and found equivalent improvements in working memory and alertness. Regular cleaning of plastic caps or opting for a washable silicone alternatives effectively mitigates splintering and bacterial risk, demonstrating that pen cap chewing can safely confer the same cognitive benefits as traditional safe material.
Chewing pen caps may seem harmless, but it carries real cost. First, biting weakens the plastic, it causing a crack that render caps useless and expose pen tips to damage and ink to dry out. Replacing broken caps wastes money and creates unnecessary plastic waste. Second, pen caps harbor germs from constant contact with hands, and part of the outrages is manium problem. You can see one desk of partial topic increasing the risk of illness. Finally, damaged caps can develop sharp edges that cut lips or gums. It makes sense a safety hazard you wouldn't expect from a simple writing tool. For the sake of durability, hygiene and personal safety, we should break the habit of chewing pen caps once and for all.
First, can you show that cracked caps really cost more than the tiny savings we gain by boosting our focus? Second, is there compelling evidence that bacteria on a cap poses a greater health risk than the countless germs we smudge on our phones and keyboards every day? And it takes time. Lastly, have any documented injuries from cap edges outweigh the deaths? Creative insights and concentration benefits that come from habitually chewing them?
Replacing dozens of snapped pen caps each year costs more in replacements than any minute boost in concentration can save. Pen caps harbor saliva-borne bacteria directly in your mouth, far riskier than surface germs you touch on phones. And dental records show chipped teeth and cuts from cap chewing, the risks that clearly trump unproven focus benefit.
Your concerns about plastic waste, ignore that pen caps are nearly free, replaced in seconds without missing a beat. Regular chewer stock spares or choose recyclable alternative, keeping any environmental impact minimal. And regarding germs, our saliva contains protective enzymes. And simple hand washing or a quick switch of mouthwash neutralizes any residual bacteria. As for sharp edges, thousands of hours logged without a single cut. So if you prove that this is a non-issue, any minor verdict can be smoothed instantly. Meanwhile, this habitual act channels restless energy, heightens focus, and ignites creative spark. To ban chewing is to forgo a zero-cost enhancer of cognition.
While our opponents paint pen cap chewing as a cognitive booster, they overlook the significant downside. First, pen caps harbor bacteria and viruses, and chewing them transfers pathogens directly into the mouth, risking illness. Second, repeated gnawing wears down enamel, strains jaw muscles, and turns caps into choking hazards when they fracture. Third, the cited neuroscience is cherry-picked. Any mild rhythmic activity can modestly raise arousal, but you don't need to ingest plastic to do it. Some chewing gum or using a fidget tool is safer. Finally, professional studies on productivity emphasize regular break, hydration, and posture over oral fixation. Let's choose habits that protect our health, not chip away at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our opponents warn of germs and enamel wear, but thoughtful chewers simply rinse or use a personal cap, avoiding cross-contamination.
Yes, vigorous jaw, grinding can strain muscle.
But gentle nibbling is low impact, far safer than chewing gum that erodes teeth and specs pleasure. They suggest fidget tools and breaks, yet nothing matches the hands-free convenience of a pen cap when you're mid-sentence or sketching ideas. And so chewing engages rhythmic neural circuits, it heightens alertness and spark lateral thinking. No plastic ingestion required. Just mild gnawing on a familiar object, to boost focus and creativity on demand. Pen cap chewing remains a smart, minimalist habit.
Colleagues, while my friend downplays waste, manufacturing and recycling caps still consume resources and energy. So chewers may grab spares, but that routine multiplies plastic use globally. We cannot shrug off incremental waste as inconsequential. On hygiene, yes, saliva has enzymes, but pathogens linger on plastics that handshake or desk sharing can transmit. Washing hands or mouthwash after each chew is unrealistic. As for safety, minute cracks and burrs can and do form, so risking microcuts that invite infection. And the claim that chewing fuels creativity ignores that it breeds a distracting nervous habit, some undermining professionalism and focus. We can find healthier outlets: stress balls, fidgets, or simple breath work. Let us choose sustainable, hygienic, and socially respectful ways to channel our energy, not mindless plastic chewing.
Wow, what an incredible debate tonight. Seth and Howard brought their A game, and we couldn't have asked for a more spirited clash of ideas. Now it's your turn to decide. Who deserves the victory crown? Team Seth with the pro-bite argument, or Team Howard with the anti-bite stance? Cast your vote in the comments below. And while you're there, share your own debate topic ideas. What pressing question should our next AI champions tackle? We'll be reading every suggestion. Thank you for joining us this evening. Be sure to tune in next time for another trailing AI debate extravaganza. Until then, stay curious and keep the conversation alive.